The final week of the regular season of high school football is upon us. I'm Leland Barclay, and I'm at the River Valley Democrat-Gazette offices in historic downtown Fort Smith. This is the River Valley Sports Report, brought to you by the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette and sponsored by Ashley Air. The Booneville Bearcats won the River Valley Game of the Week on Friday in a battle of 8 teams vying for the 3A4 championship. Booneville rushed 49 times for 459 yards in a 41-22 win over Paris. Senior quarterback Randon Ray ran 17 times for 173 yards and 3 touchdowns, and younger brother Rylan Ray added 15 carries for 141 yards and another touchdown. Offensive tackle Mason Goers also scored a touchdown when he grabbed a teammate's fumble out of the air at the 2 and ran into the end zone to complete the scoring play. The key play in the game, though, was a 30-yard completion from Randon Ray to Ray Splancett that set up a 1-yard touchdown run by Ray that gave Booneville a 21-10 halftime lead. Cabot ran for 265 yards and 3 scores in a key 7A Central game to beat Northside on Friday night, 28-21. Ozark won the battle for supremacy in the 4A4 with a 30-14 win over Lamar to wrap up the Hillbillies' 18th conference championship. Linebacker Riker Martin has been a force for Ozark's defense all season, and he was again on Friday night. Martin intercepted a pass and returned it 51 yards for a touchdown just before the half. Ozark was up just 14-7, and Lamar was driving before Martin's play. Eli Massingale had 121 yards and 2 touchdowns to pace Ozark's ground game. In other games on Friday night, Greenwood defeated Van Buren 42-0. Bentonville West beat Southside 34-14. Cedarville beat Mansfield 14-8, and Charleston won a close one over West Fork 24-19. That's going to take us to halftime of the River Valley Report. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsor, Ashley Air, with Gimme 5, a look at all the conference standings heading into the final week of the regular season, as well as the big games on Friday night as the regular season wraps up.
The Martins came over, we were having spaghetti when we suddenly noticed that we started getting sweaty as the temperature approached 90 degrees. My buddy said, man, you gotta call AshleyAir.com. When your air conditioner breaks, they're the one you want. AshleyAir.com. They're fast and they're good and they got it going on. The technician showed up the very same day. Got it fixed right and fast, he was on his way. When your air conditioner breaks, you know who to call. There's only one choice, AshleyAir.com.
Gimme 5. Here are the top 5 performances from last week. Number 1, River Valley Player of the Week Peyton Hester of Hackett caught 8 passes for 122 yards and 4 touchdowns, ran for a score, and had 10 solo tackles on defense in a 66-42 win over Greenland. Number 2, the Mansfield Lady Tigers won their second straight volleyball state championship with a 3-0 sweep of Lifeway Christian of Bentonville on Saturday. Mansfield won straight sets and finished the season 24-4-1. Natalie Allison was named the game's MVP for Coach Kaylee Pyle's Lady Tigers. Mansfield was also the 2A West Conference champion, which was a tall feat for the Lady Tigers as 4 teams from the conference advanced to the Class 2A state tournament semifinals. Joining Mansfield and Lifeway Christian in the Final Four was Lavaca and Thaden. Number 3, the Paris Lady Eagles won the Class 3A volleyball state title with a 3-0 win over Hackett, which was trying for a rare three-peat. Alyssa Comp earned the game's MVP honors for Paris, which is coached by Jordan Devine, who just gave birth to twins 2 weeks ago. Paris finished 27-5-1 in winning its 5th state title in the past 7 years. Number 4, Subiaco Academy defeated Marshall 48-12 on Friday behind Wesley Schluterman, who threw for 115 yards and a touchdown, and ran for 104 yards and 2 more scores. The Trojans will play Little Rock Episcopal on Friday in the large school 8-man state championship game. Number 5, Cedarville fullback Hayden Partain ran 31 times for 187 yards and 2 touchdowns in a 14-8 win over Mansfield. Now let's take a look at the conference standings and where the teams sit going into the final week of the regular season. In the 7A Central, Fayetteville can earn its first outright conference championship since 1963 with a win on Friday night. Northside is locked in at the number 5 seed for the state playoffs. In the 7A West, Southside makes the playoffs with a win at Springdale on Friday. Greenwood can earn the number 2 seed with a win of at least 3 points over Lake Hamilton on Friday night at home. Van Buren has been eliminated from the playoffs. Valonia and Greenbrier will play for the conference championship in the 5A West on Friday. Alma and Clarksville have been eliminated from the playoffs. Ozark has wrapped up the 4A4 conference's top seed in the playoff, while Waldron has also been eliminated from the playoffs. In the 3A1, Charleston is 9-0 overall, 6-0 in the conference, and has clinched the championship. That's it. That's all we know at this point in the 3A1. Hackett, Cedarville, Lincoln, Lavaca, and West Fork are all jockeying for remaining playoff positions. Booneville, Paris, and Perryville are all still in the hunt for the 3A4's top seed. If Booneville wins at Perryville on Friday, the Bearcats will be the conference champs and the top seed. Otherwise, it could be a 3-way tie. In the 2A4, Mountainburg travels to Yellville Summit on Friday, with the winner claiming the 4th seed and the loser the 5th seed in the playoffs. This week for the River Valley Game of the Week, I'll travel to Greenwood, where the Bulldogs will play host to Lake Hamilton for a big 6A West battle. Walter Woody will be in Hackett, where the Hornets host Mansfield for a possible 2nd seed in the playoffs. Ethan Westerman will be in Springdale for Southside's key game against the Bulldogs, where the winner will advance to the state playoffs. If you are not a subscriber to the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, you missed last week's River Valley Report, and you're missing the scores, standings, and schedules put together by Mickey Doyle each week, as well as the most comprehensive stats in the state on Thursday, compiled by Eric Taylor. Had you looked at those, you'd know that Hackett's Peyton Hester went over the 1,000-yard mark in receiving, that Van Buren's Malachi Henry also went over the 1,000-yard mark receiving, and that Greenwood quarterback Hunter Houston just eclipsed the 2,000-yard passing mark to extend Greenwood's streak of 18 straight seasons of having a 2,000-yard passer. Get out and support these area student athletes. Be sure to catch all of the photos by the award-winning Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette photographers. They can be seen and purchased on our website at nwaonline.com/photo, so be sure to check those out online and in the digital edition of the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. If you are not a subscriber to the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, you can join our team by subscribing online at nwaonline.com and click the subscribe button, or by calling our customer service line at 479-684-5509. That's going to wrap up this week's River Valley Sports Report, sponsored by Ashley Air. We'll see you next week when we'll take a look at the playoff brackets, and God bless you.